I'm up on top of the mountain now, and I'm looking for boxcars. Seems a strange thing to look for on top of the mountain, I guess, but there's a certain formation of rocks up on top of these mountains called Boxcar Rocks, and that's where we're going. And we'd like to see those pretty soon. Here we are on the Boxcar Trail, looking for boxcars up here in the woods. Somewhere up here in the woods on top of this mountain, I have been told there are Boxcar Rocks. We are in St. Anthony's Wilderness, the second largest roadless tract in Pennsylvania, and we're looking for boxcars. Well, here I am. We seem to have found Boxcar Rocks. You can see behind me there's a fire ring, and up on the hill, that's the boxcars. So let's go up and take a closer look. Okay, I'm climbing the boxcars while I'm filming, so this should be really interesting. I've taken some still pictures to show what these things look like, but it is not easy. Just to give you an idea, they're back behind me, you can see them. So here I go. Well, we're going up, finding my way a bit at a time. See a little peephole here. You kind of peep through. Kind of got a nice little breeze coming through it. See if we can get up there. Right up through here. You can see it's bright. Oh, you can catch a view over the mountain from up here. I'm sitting right now kind of nestled between the rocks. You can see a good view of the whole valley. And then up above me, there we go, nothing but rock. And literally inside the boxcars here. I'm not the first or last person that's been inside these boxcars. It looks like Sarah was here before, and a couple others. Here I am. I'm not all the way to the top yet. I'm still climbing, so we'll get a little further on yet. Okay, here's the view up in the middle of the rocks. And I'm not all the way across yet. There's still a lot of rock to go over there. You can look out over there, you can see it. It's a long way down. Well, I've been climbing through these boxcars for a while, and I have to tell you, if they want to call these boxcars, then they have the entire train here. So let's take a look both ways behind me. That's where I came from. And it keeps on going. It's quite a sharp peak to the mountain. And if you take a look here to see what kind of rock these boxcars are made of, you can see that this is a sedimentary rock. So we'll march a little farther down here. I've been doing this for a while, going down these boxcars on this freight train. I climbed to the top, but I have to be honest with you, I'm not real fond of heights, and it's a fairly sharp top on some of these rocks. This is a rather popular tourist place, it appears, and they have a lot of people up here climbing around on these, including a lot of little kids who seem to jump from rock to rock. Scares the heck out of me. but I guess I'm getting a little older and probably a little more careful and a little more wise in my age. So I'm not as interested in falling off a giant cliff into the valley below. See if we can't get up to where we can get a good view across the valley. You can see some of this is somewhat difficult as far as a climb. It's not all that easy. And now I'm coming up. Luckily it's a place where it's not going to be too bad for me to get down, but I have not the best of knees. And so I have some concerns about where I go. I think I can make my way up on this rock. If we get through here, can we get through here? I think we can get through here. Ah, okay. It's not quite as steep a drop off on this other side as it has been for a while. We seem to be coming to the end of the freight train. So this has been the Boxcar Rocks up on the top of the mountain here in St. Anthony's Wilderness. We'll just walk along here a little bit. And there we go. If I can find my way down and kind of follow along the bottom side of this on this side for a ways, as long as I can get my way back. I always have to be careful going up and down mountain sides and rocky places to make sure that you can get back from where you got. You can see other people have been here before me. We have a fire ring over here. Stepping down through. We have a nice little view up here. And there's those rocks we've been climbing around, and look at those. Those have quite some height to them, especially when they're not quite so close to the other part of the top of here of the mountain. But we are on top of the mountain. Just come in this way a little bit more. St. Anthony's Wilderness, I really enjoy coming out here because there's a lot of different things to see. Today's trip was out to these Boxcar Rocks. I'm not sure if this is what they call the Chinese Wall or not. There's supposed to be a cliff here called the Chinese Wall. These are kind of cliff-like, but I'm not sure this is it. I did see an anchoring point for rock climbers up on top a ways back. So it might be, who knows. We'll kind of come along the bottom of the rocks. And you see how far up they go. I mean, it's up like the trees. And it's quite a drop, and little kids come climbing right up on the top there, right up in there. And in there, I have to tell you, that's not a very wide rock on top. Little kids have a lot more gumption in them sometimes than I do. I don't mind being on a slope. The sheer drop off, that concerns me a little bit. So off we go here, see how far along here we can get. Before I have to decide to go another way. Still the rocks. We go quite a ways. Okay, well, we'll come back to this a little later, I guess. I'm not going to keep filming the whole rock wall because there's a lot of it, but just, you know, I wanted you to get an idea of the scope of this, the sheer immensity of this feature. Well, that was our visit to Boxcar Rocks. I hope you enjoyed it. Boxcar Rocks is just one of the many wonders you can find here in St. Anthony's Wilderness. I hope you all take some time to enjoy the site and come out here and see it. It needs support. Thank you. Okay, we've seen the boxcars, and Now we're traveling back down to the kind of main trail up in here, which is big enough for actually a car or truck to come up on, but it's not allowed. It's all closed off. It's just a DNR trail for Department of Natural Resources vehicles to get in here and work in the area. But the boxcars were an interesting little side trip here. Now I want to see where that other road goes, see if that goes out to the Chinese Wall, or if the Chinese Wall was the boxcars. I have no idea. I've heard there's a cliff. I'm not very fond of heights, but I've heard there's a cliff. So we're going to go up that road a little ways farther, see if it comes out to something that I might fall off. It will be interesting. Well, there's the road. I have confirmed from some people that came down this road that that is not the way to anything other than more road, and that apparently Boxcar Rocks and the Chinese Wall are the same thing. So we're not going to take the trip down there. We're just going to come back around, look a little at the fall colors, and head back down the road to the car.